everyone. This is Larry at the best in reminding you what you feel, you attract, what you imagine, you become, what you say, you see. Getting back to this quotation from Judge Thomas Troward. This is getting better. It goes on. Therefore, the Spirit is truth, because the Spirit cannot lie. Whatever Spirit says must come to pass. So, Spirit is truth. I was going to say, that's why Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. But I don't have the time to get into that now. So just see what you can put together from what you've heard so far. Goes on. Similarly, disease and death are the negative of life. And therefore, spirit, as the principle of life, cannot embody disease or death in its self-contemplation. God cannot embody disease or death or lack in its thinking. In our thinking, for those of you who would like to be politically correct, in his thinking, it doesn't really matter. But here's the point. God cannot embody those things. Therefore, you and I should not. It is a lie. Because it is saying something is which is not, but it cannot be, because spirit is the one and only creator, and spirit is truth, and you and I are the image and likeness of spirit. But let me move on. Getting better. Then check this out. In like manner also, since it is free to produce what it will, the spirit cannot desire the presence of repugnant forms, and so one of its inherent laws must be beauty. Again, it's saying because God can do whatever he will, he cannot desire the presence of repugnant forms, and so one of its inherent laws must be beauty. Hence it goes, in this threefold law of truth, life, and beauty, we find the whole underlying nature of the spirit. And no action, check this out, and no action on the part of the individual can be at variance with the originating unity, which does not controvert this fundamental principles. What does that mean? It simply means because spirit is truth, life, and beauty, you and I cannot controvert, cannot act otherwise and not suffer the consequence. But let me repeat that again. In this threefold law of truth, life, and beauty, we find the whole underlying principle, the whole underlying nature of the spirit. And no action on the part of the individual can be at variance with the originating unity, which does not controvert these fundamental principles. God is truth. God is life. God is beauty. That's who you and I are. Whenever we do anything contrary to that, we suffer the consequences. And we'll pick it up at a later time. I'm telling you, this book here, is one of my favorite books. I know you guys heard me say that about As a Man Thinketh. You're right. I've got maybe 6 to 8 favorite books that I go back over and over and over and over. And one of these days we're going to do a study on this during this broadcast right here. But for now, we're going to move back to the next time we get together. We're going to go back to the subject of the tongue, the destiny triggers, the anatomy of a speech. But remember, we got here because we started talking about whoever desires to see long life, whoever desires to see good days and long life. I don't even remember the quotation, but whoever of you desires to see many good days and live long on the earth, something like stop speaking lies. I guess I remember that quotation, but that's how we got to it. So I was trying to go over what is a lie, and that's how we got to this quotation from Judge Thomas Troward. So we'll get back to Psalm 34 and verse 12 or verse 13 verse the next time around. In the meantime, remember, since you're going to see what you say, consciously say what you want to see, and I'll talk to you soon. Ciao.